A blessed and a wonderful good evening to one and all. I'm going to do a video of St. George Parish Church, which is the second oldest church in Barbados, which was built in 1641 and rebuilt in 1784. St. George Parish Church here, Anglican Episcopal. So I'm now inside the second oldest church in Barbados, St. George Parish Church. It's open now. I can have to open to public viewing. So St. George Parish Church was built in 1641 and was built in 1784. It was destroyed by the hurricane of 1780 and then it was rebuilt and rededicated in 1784. This is the pipes for the organ here. This is the church. You see the beautiful stained glass windows here. And the resurrection painting here that's behind the altar. So this is the small church. That's good. This is all inside the church. You can see the beautiful stained glass windows and the resurrection painting. Good evening. And you can see the pictures of Jesus. So this is the lovely Barbados, which has the resurrection painting in the back, behind it. This guys all inside the church. And these are little priests who served the church over the years. Evening. The priest George William Sisnet, who was the priest from 1882 to 1898, and then Reverend A.R. Bradley from 1900 to 1914, Benjamin Carlton Howell from 1914 to 1923, Reverend John Alfred Partridge from 1925 to 1943, and Clement Christopher Conliffe from 1952 to 1956, the Reverend Canon Leonard Cyril Manilow, the one who invented the tower for this church. He was the one who built the tower, had the tower built for this church. When the parishioners saw prayer a tower, the Venerable Frank Anthony Careless, who would have been the last black priest of this church. And then Reverend Leonard de Courcy Burke, the first black priest. So Reverend Anthony Careless would have been the last white priest, the last white priest. And then Reverend Leonard Burke was the first black priest from 1973 to 1994. And then Canon Grayson Gooding would have been the second black priest from 1995 to 2015, and Reverend Dr. John Rogers from 2015 to present. St. George's Parish Church. An old photo of the church here. Old photo of the church. So this is a brief look inside of the church of St. George. So I will show you guys around the churchyard again. As I said before, my family from my father's side are laid to rest here. For those of you who don't know, Satchmore that sings or that used to sing years ago with the Sand Pebbles group is my father, and he is from St. George. Satchmore used to sing with the Sand Pebbles group. He was a songwriter. And he was also a musician. He used to sing. Well, my father's mother and brother, which is my grandmother and uncle, are all laid to rest here at St. George Parish Church. The bells, this church is now retrofitted with electric bells. It says the bells were donated by George Revere and Barbara Davis to the glory of God and in loving memory of Cameron Lyle and Mabel Louise Kitey Davis of Walker's Plantation, St. George in October 2002. The bells became obsolete in 2003. The bells in this tower were given in memory of Evelyn Mae Mackenzie by her loving husband and children, and they were installed in 1958. St. George is an Anglican church. My father's family are laid to rest here. My grandmother, Violet Moore, and my uncle, Winston Moore. St. George, as I said before, is the third largest parish in Barbados. It was carved out of St. Michael between 1640 and 1641. St. Michael is the mother parish, and St. George was carved out of it. So yes guys, this is the church cemetery here. So I want to thank you for watching now, and do have a blessed evening. This is a beautiful country church. St. George is the parish known for land and fertile soil. It is the parish that fed many Barbadians from the 1630s up until this present day. St. George is the third largest parish in Barbados. Thank you guys for watching now. Have a blessed evening, and I appreciate your time and effort for watching my videos. Behind here is the valley, St. George.